Alright, this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is Undocumented Migrant says he won't regret his support for Trump, even if he's deported. Alright, let's go and jump into this immediately. Guys, so we generally speak, pretty regularly when it comes to these type of topics that you should never vote against your interest. I don't care who you vote for. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. Just make sure, well, I guess he can't vote, but you get what I'm saying, right? Don't vote against your interest. Like, do nothing that's actually against your family's, your household's interest. Don't do it. That's number one. Everything else takes a back seat, guys. It sounds like, pretty much based off the title here, is, okay, I'm confused. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's see where this goes, guys.
President-elect Trump made official what CNN has been reporting for several days, namely that Stephen Miller will join Tom Homan in taking the lead on the issue in the new administration on the mass deportations, fulfilling an oft-mentioned campaign promise. Rosa Flores has more now on what this could mean for Hispanic families facing deportation, even those who supported the president-elect.
Okay.
How many of you are U.S. citizens? How many of you support Donald Trump? You're undocumented and you support Donald Trump.
I support Donald Trump for the economy.
Two Hispanic families with mixed legal status in Houston with two different takes on President-elect Donald Trump's return to the White House.
All right, let's go.
This is the Espinosa's first gathering since Trump's win. How many of you fear that deportation could impact your family? Cesar Espinosa, a husband and father, was a DACA recipient until this summer when he got a green card. His sister and brother-in-law are DACA recipients. His sister-in-law is a green card holder, and the rest of his family here are U.S. citizens. Some who are not present are undocumented. You're a green card holder. Your wife is a U.S. citizen. Why are you afraid of deportation?
I just became a green card holder after 33 years of being in this country. I don't think people understand the fear. It's a constant shadow hanging over our heads.
What was your reaction?
Okay, so obviously the amount of time is just the overall system itself. 2 years ago, my wife immigrated into the United States of America. She is from Spain. I immigrated into Spain in 2015. I'm a permanent resident there. We just basically go back and forth, right? It's going to take her probably another couple of months, and then she's going to have her green card. How is it that this guy here has been waiting for 33 years? How is that a thing? I cannot even, in my head, make this make sense. I mean, we did pay lawyers, right? Maybe that's the issue, guys, or something, guys. Maybe if you do it yourself, does it take longer?
To Donald Trump winning.
I cried a lot. It was emotional. Have my family, if they're gonna be here or they're not gonna be here, and how do you tell all of our kids? My nephews, they're also our kids.
To tell people that this doesn't live in kids and children's mind and teenagers and young adults' life is a lie.
Gelasio Velasquez is an undocumented mechanic who has worked in Houston for 25 years. He plays in this park with his two U.S. citizen children, ages 5 and 9, and stands by Donald Trump. So you support Donald Trump because of the economy?
For the economy, yes.
But you don't support the anti-immigrant rhetoric?
I'm not support the anti-immigrant action.
Do you support his mass deportations?
No, it's not human.
Are you afraid that you could be deported in this mass deportation?
I'm not afraid.
Espinosa runs a migrant advocacy group and says many people are afraid.
I mean, listen, if you came into the United States of America illegally, you shouldn't be here. I don't even know how to, there's no other way to say it, right? I mean, you should probably be back in, wherever you were before, let's say, making it better, right? I mean, that's kind of how I look at it, guys. I mean, if you don't come in legally, then how am I supposed to be I feel bad that you're going to be removed? I don't specifically feel bad in that instance here because you came in illegally. Now, DACA recipients or the Dreamers, bro, no. Okay, leave them alone. Generally, right? I mean, they really had nothing to do with a single thing. At all. They just came when they were just really, really young, guys. Right? I think that's an entirely different argument, guys. Right? But the ones who are willingly, and they're adults and they're just walking through the border, I'm sorry, bro. No. That's not for me to sit here and side with, guys. I will look at it in a purely common sense, logical manner. If you came into the United States of America illegally, while attempting to claim asylum in a fictitious manner, then you shouldn't be here.
And have called him in tears.
I think there's a heightened sense of fear.
Explain why Latino men are going to Trump.
Democrats forget the promise when these guys are in the office in the Washington. The Latinos want a better nation.
Espinosa believes some of the Latino support for Trump was a vote against the prospect of the first black female president.
There's still a lot of machismo.
Bro, well, hold on.
There's still a lot
Machismo.
of misogyny.
Misogyny.
Something that we need to say aloud is there's
Okay, they voted legitimately for a female Mexican president. I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't make any sense. The president of Mexico at this right now time is a woman. Okay? You're just saying things, bro.
a lot of
the same talking points.
Velasquez says.
Okay, anti-blackness. Okay, that's a little different, right? That's a little different knowing South America and their colorism. Yeah, that's a little different, right? But I think people specifically just want this country to be better, right? Period. I'm not going to go ahead and say that was the main issue, guys. Because then look at Obama's, you understand what I'm saying here? Latinos voted for Obama large scale. So what's happening here? Okay. You're just saying things now. The economy, bro. That's important.
He hopes Trump finds compassion for immigrant fathers like him who are not criminals. If you get deported, would you regret your support to Donald Trump?
Bro, you've been trespassing in the United States of America for 25 years. You just said this. You just said it. Okay.
No me arrepentiría.
He's saying that he wouldn't regret supporting Donald Trump. So you're really not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about your children and the future of your children.
Yes, I want the better for my children.
Cesar says he feels guilty for bringing so much uncertainty to his family.
What's it like for you to see your wife go through this and the emotions that she's going through?
I apologize to her a lot. We fell in love.
He's a professional victim, guys.
Right away. And we got married almost right away. Because when you know, you know.
We asked Velasquez and Espinosa the same final question. Do you have a plan in case you get deported?
I respect that decision. I leave the country. I'm not.
You're here right now in an illicit manner. You don't respect the country. How do you respect the country? Guys, I'm not trying to get canceled today.
You get deported?
I respect that decision. I leave the country.
Bro, he's just saying something.
I'm not coming back.
There is a plan. We've talked about it openly with our family.
Turns out these two Hispanic families with two different takes on Trump's win have the same plan if they get deported. They would go to Mexico as a family. As for how organizations across this country are preparing for possible deportations, first of all, nationally, the ACLU and LULAC, they're preparing for the legal fight to challenge some of these policies in court. And then there's organizations, for example, in California, who are calling for immigration reform. And in New York, organizations who are switching their mission a little to focus on the possibility of mass deportation. And Anderson, I talked to some organizations here in Texas on the border who say that if the federal government is actually going to deport a lot of migrants in this massive way, that they should do so with dignity.
Define, guys, hold on. Okay, so when the people basically broke into the United States of America, they trespassed on our southern border by not coming through any of the actual border checkpoints, knowing that they're going to be declined because they're not actually asylum seekers or economic migrants. The problem here is that did they show any respect to the United States of America? Did they? They didn't. So you're asking for something that they did not give. Let me guess, turn the other cheek? Guys, it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yes, completely. Again, I'm not really a fan of specifically talking too much about DACA in this instance here, right? Or the Dreamers, right, in this instance. But when it comes to the individuals that recently came, the multiple millions of people who recently came claiming asylum, and they are not asylum seekers, guys, okay? High 90% of them are just purely economic migrants, guys. Look at all of the interviews of journalists that went down to the southern border while all the craziness was happening, and you're asking them, why did you leave your country? It was their country's economy. That's it. Like, do you think the United States economy is amazing right now? It's not. And what it is now it's draining and throwing 27 of our cities right now are about to go into bankruptcy due to this. Okay? You're talking about showing respect, being decent and things like that, but they showed no respect when they came into the United States of America. They showed no respect when they went to these cities and basically bankrupted them. What are you asking for exactly? But all right. I'm not getting angry. Okay? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day, and let me know in the comments what you guys think, guys. I just don't, I don't understand. I don't see it. Like, I have immigrated into multiple countries legally. South Korea, Spain, legally. Okay? There's not a single place on earth that allows what the United States of America has been allowing for the last couple of years. No other place allows this. Guys, none. Immigration is not easy. I understand. Immigration is expensive. I understand. But, bro, breaking into the country and then saying, I respect the country. If they send me home, I'll leave. Bro, you're here illicitly. Guys, I gotta go. I'll catch you guys later. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.